How we doing, folks? Today we have a hashtag ad from Electric Bikes. They have sent us their $799 folding bike to promote on the channel. They sent me this because it's a 20-inch bike, it folds, and it's really inexpensive. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and unbox it, see what's inside. Here we go. Okay, let's begin unboxing our XP Lite from Electric Bikes. So this bike is not really up my alley of what I would typically ride or make videos on this channel, but you know, all of a sudden, all these brands started hitting me up to show off their bike, and I don't discriminate. One thing I did like about dealing with this company is that they are US based. They're in Arizona, I believe, and their customer service, well, I mean, the guy who I talked to seemed very cool. So I'd assume if you ever had a problem with the bike, it would not be hard to get it resolved. So here's how we get it when we open up the box. This looks like the seat. The bike is obviously folded in half. This is also by far the smallest box that I've gotten any of the bikes in so far, so that's kind of cool. A lot of the times you get gigantic unwieldy boxes that are impossible to move by yourself. This one you can totally move around by yourself. I'm just gonna go ahead and yank it out. This might be the easiest and quickest unboxing of any of them. I think I'm just gonna literally take this stuff off and unfold it. The bike itself, I'll save you the boring tech specs, but it is a hub motor, 750 watt. You get 2 keys. I'm sure this is the box with your charger, and we'll see what else is in here. This box, you got the owner's manual. I do believe I'm sending this bike back, so I don't really need to keep any of this. I'm not sure yet though, they might want me to keep it. So it's just owner's manual and the charger. That is the only extra box from what I can tell that's in here. I don't know if this is anything. This is literally just a box full of cardboard. I don't know what that's for. But yeah, other than the bike, there's just the charger and the manual. Gonna throw these keys in there. Let's go ahead and start taking off all this packaging. ASMR for some of you guys. I know you love watching the unpackaging. Okay, so the first thing I gotta say is that this bike is pretty lightweight for an electric bike compared to pretty much everything I've had on the channel so far. 46 pounds, that's about half the weight of the Serena. That is 2/3 of the weight of that big mountain bike, and pretty much everything else is considerably heavier and more expensive than this. Most of the bikes with this size motor I've tested have been double the price of this one, even though this is a smaller bike. I don't understand everyone's obsession with having a gigantic bicycle in the first place. I'm all about lightweight and stuff that's portable, so I definitely see the appeal of this bike. We're gonna go ahead and not slice my hands open and get some scissors for all these. It is a 48 volt, which is also is kind of unheard of in this below $1,000 price range. Most of them that are 48 volts are around 15 to 1700 bucks. Not sure how they managed to make it so cheap, but they did. I gotta say, if you are interested in getting into electric bikes, but you're not sure if you're even gonna like it, first off, let me say you're probably gonna like it. They're super awesome. I haven't had anyone ride any of the electric bikes that I've been given or had to test out, ride them and not like them. Everybody like universally loves them, even hardcore cyclists. Everybody, you know, it's kind of one of those don't knock it till you try it type of things. People think they're goofy until you give it a shot, and then it's like the most fun thing on the planet. Okay, so here's our bars. The bike's coming together. Not a ton of packaging, but you know, just enough to keep the bike safe. But yeah, 800 bucks after tax. What is that, like 880? Really not bad. I don't know if there's free shipping, but at any rate, the first link in the description is going to be linking to this bike, so you guys can go check it out. They have a premium version of this bike too, which I asked my manager to have them send me, but I guess this is the one they're trying to promote, so maybe in the future we'll be able to check that one out. I think it's the same thing, but just a little bit beefier, more expensive, bigger battery though, stronger motor, I'm assuming. This is actually gonna be the first time I've ever used a folding bike in my life, so I'm kind of interested to see how it works. A couple more big zip ties. I like don't even know what's going where right now. It's so confusing seeing a bike folded in half like this. I'm gonna start ripping stuff off. This is the stem. I wonder if we could put BMX bars on here. I'm not totally sure because it depends on what size this is. Looks like it might work. That'd be pretty cool if it would, but I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Just gonna let that hang. That doesn't look like it's supposed to hang like that, but we're gonna do that in the meantime while we try and get through the rest of this packaging. We're almost there. All right, we're about through with the packaging and we can kind of see the bike. I love this color they sent, like a sand tan, army tan-ish with all black. Very cool colorway. Definitely props on the color scheme. All right, looks like the bars are quick release. This has got to be the easiest setup of any of these bikes I've tested by far. Looks like we just slide the bars in. If we can get them to go, they go in like a specific way. This whole mechanism is bizarre to me. You got to do something like this. How is this supposed to work? Okay, and it's a quick release for the bars. I've never seen that in my entire life riding bikes, ever. And I'm assuming this is and that's it. And I guess we just take it out and we just unfold it, right? I mean, okay, this is not the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm sure you don't want it to fold easily, so that makes sense. What is this? I think this is a packing thing. Absolutely the easiest installation of any of these bikes that I've tested by far. Can't beat that. There's nothing more annoying than having to unbox everything and then there's tons of packaging and then you have to spend like an hour setting everything up and making sure everything's tight. So it's pretty nice. Real quick, I'm gonna grab some tools. We're gonna see if we can throw the BMX bars on there. I think it would look awesome with the BMX bars. It would just give it a whole different feel. So we're gonna see if that's possible. Keep in mind, this is how the bike is gonna look if you buy one. I need to show it the way that they ship it for obvious reasons. So this is it, the XP Lite from Electric Bikes, $799. 100%, I would say the best electric bike you can get for the money because it is cheap. Based in the United States, customer service out of Arizona, and it looks pretty good. All right, we got the XP Lite all put together. We are going to try and take the bars from my BMX, which by the way has been extremely neglected. I don't think I've ridden this thing in like 3 months. I'm gonna give you guys some BMX clips real quick before I do this though, but I'm gonna try and put these bars onto this bike. By the way, I rode this bike for like 2 seconds after putting it together. It's kind of crazy. Not just saying this because it's a hashtag ad, but I actually was able to bunny hop and 180 it. So I'm gonna show you guys what that thing is like to ride in a second. We're gonna see if the BMX bars fit on there. I'm not sure if they're actually gonna fit. Let's just see if it works. Real quick, I'm gonna show you guys that I still got it on the BMX in case some of y'all were doubting. I'll bust out a couple tricks for you. First thing first, always start with the 180. Ooh. Bar spin number 2. If I can bar spin first try, someone owes me $5. Straight up. Oh yeah. Still got it. Still got it. All right, this is all one take. Hit him with the 360. Oh my God. Okay, we're taking it. Still got the BMX steez. All right, we're gonna see if we can put these bars on the electric bike. It should work. It looks like the one problem, if there is gonna be one, is the thickness of this bar looks much thicker than this. And we're gonna need to put this on. This is the thing that turns it on and changes your pedal assist, so. All right, folks, we are out here in the streets on the XP Lite. We are about to do top speed test, which I don't think is very high. I'm not sure what the actual top speed on this thing is. I think it's like limited, like most e-bikes are out of the box. This one is currently going 19.8, just shy of 20. Looks like that's gonna be the top speed. I bet if we start cranking, we can go a little bit higher. There we go, 20, 21. This bike is not a top speed demon like all the other ones I've been testing, but I don't think that's the point. I tried to get my BMX bars on this bike. I figured out they would fit. It was just, let's get a little bit of off-road. Oh my God, full throttle. Dude, this bike is jumpable. It makes no sense that it is like this close to a BMX. It literally feels just like a BMX bike. It's kind of blowing my mind how how good it rides for the size. It's a little bit too much installation. It will take like an hour to switch out the bars from these to the BMX ones, so I just ran out of patience. Maybe if we film with this bike again in the future, we'll throw the BMX bars on there and see how it rides. But the other thing is it'll raise the seating position about up here, whereas right now it's down here, which I really like. Okay, what is going on here? So the first thing I noticed about this e-bike compared to all the other ones is that this one has a rigid fork. This is the only e-bike that I've tried out that doesn't have a suspension. And I kind of like that. Here's why. I don't know why every single e-bike needs to have a front suspension. It's like they all, to see one that has a rigid fork is very, it's refreshing for me because this is like, it feels like a BMX bike. Look, I can straight up bunny hop this thing. You know, there's no preload is getting eaten up by a suspension. It's all like, you know, you can actually kind of ride this thing like a BMX. Which is cool for me because, you know, this is 100% the closest e-bike that feels like a BMX. If that makes any sense. I mean, how do I say it? This bike, it feels like a BMX. That's mainly because of the 20-inch wheels and the rigid suspension. There's no rear shock either. We're gonna go down some hills right now and test the speed of this thing. Let's get a little uphill test. Let's do throttle only, see how it handles. Can it make it up this gentle hill with just a throttle? It looks like it might. We're down to 6 miles an hour, now 5, 4, 3, and we're gonna have to get a little bit of pedaling in to make it up. Literally zero effort, but you can't make it up on just throttle alone. Now keep in mind, this is by far the most inexpensive e-bike that I've tested on the channel, like by a huge margin. It's only 800 bucks. The looks aren't bad. It feels good. I do have to say, for the price point, it does have a very premium feel. Everything is very tight and solid. The throttle has a nice response. The pedal assist is, I don't know if it has a torque sensor, but it doesn't. Pedal assist works. I'm not too big on like pedal assist in any bike, so I'm not the greatest, you know, person to judge that, but you know, it works. Look, we're going uphill at a solid 12 miles an hour with just about no effort, so that's nice. I mean, but here's why I really like this thing. Look, I can 180 it. Oh my god. It's much longer than a traditional BMX bike, so a 180 might take a couple tries. Let me get one. Okay, well, yeah, you get the point. It's very maneuverable, if I could say that. It is by far the most nimble and capable e-bike that I've tested out of all the ones that all these brands have been sending me. And here's the thing, I want something that's like you're able to handle it more than the capability it has. I'm not too big on having the biggest motor, the biggest battery. I just want something that's actually like fun to ride. Oh, we got a hill bomb. Hit a cool little 20 miles an hour, 25. Vrooming. Dude, so to be honest, I like this bike way more than I thought I would. I'll put it that way. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna be honest with the brand. When they see this, I did not think I was gonna like it. It just looked like a regular folding electric bike. But you know what? You know what's funny? The guy from the brand said that. I was like, I bet the bike is gonna surprise him with how good it is. It really has. I can't lie. It's kind of surprising how good it really is. Dude, it's kind of fun. This bike is kind of sick, bro. Dude, it's just young. I thought that was a cat. I didn't even realize that was a dog. People who have off-leash dogs just irritate me. But yeah, genuinely surprised at how well this bike handles. I mean, I'll keep it 100. I've reviewed e-bikes that are twice the price of this and feel half as good. But like I said, it's definitely not the fastest bike. It doesn't have the strongest motor by any means. And I can't really speak for how long of a range you'll get because I'm just doing this one short test for him. But I gotta say, as far as a bike actually feels, which is the most important thing to me by far, dude, it low-key feels like a little electric BMX bike. Like, it's so maneuverable. You can jump it, you can 180 it. I'm sure you could 360 it if you tried. You could probably bar spin it, actually, if you lengthened up your front disc cable. Like I said, I'm interested in trying it with some BMX bars in the future, but that remains to be seen. Anyways, yeah, I want to give a big thanks to Electric Bikes for sponsoring this video. This is a hashtag ad. As always, I give you guys my genuine thoughts on the bike. I actually like this one. Not a bad deal. And for 800 bucks, you really can't go wrong, man. That is a ridiculous price for how much e-bike you get in this tiny little package. And it folds up. So if you're into that type of thing, then it's kind of a no-brainer. Either way, I'm wrapping this one up, folks. Thank you guys for watching. As always, the link for the bike is in the description. First link if you guys want to check it out. That's gonna do it for me. See you next time. Peace out.